Welcome to the Vector Garden. In this video, we're going to take a look at how to create this blend. So, of course, it's a blend. And this is using text objects, and there's a gradient in it, and there are some obstacles that we need to overcome with this thing. So, the first thing is we have to use a specific kind of text object. So when you want to blend them, you need to use point text. Just click and then set the point text. And I'm going to use the word blend. And this is it. Now I'm first going to show you what does not work. Now we're going to duplicate this and apply a different color. I'm not going to use the gradient just yet, because then that would be too many wrong directions to take. So I'm going to rotate this and scale it, and then let's select them both and use a blend. So object, blend, make. This is it. And you see, this clearly does not work. So although this is still text, Illustrator does not recognize that we have just rotated it and makes this kind of blend, which messes up the letter shapes. Okay, let's undo that, and even let's delete this actually. And I'm going to make a duplicate again and apply the color to this. And now let's create it differently by using the transform effect. So I'm going to apply effect, distort and transform, and there is the transform effect, and then we can scale it. I'm going to scale it 500%, and then let's rotate it like this, like so. Select the other one. The other one doesn't have a transform effect applied. It still works. So let's make the blend. I'm going to use the shortcut, which is Command Alt and B, or on Windows, of course, Control Alt and B, and we get this. This looks promising. So let's just double click the blend tool and set this to specified steps, and then set this to 300 steps like this. And you see, this is actually okay, but it creates this duplicate in the front. So that's kind of weird. I don't know where that comes from actually. So let's just undo this again and again. And again, I'm going to delete this one, because in order to overcome that duplicate, what we can do is go to the Pathfinder panel, and then let's make this text into a compound shape, just like so. So this text is still editable. You can just, select it and edit it. This is great. So again, let's make the copy. And what the compound shape also does, it makes it quite simple to apply a gradient. So we do not need that additional fill in the appearance panel. We can just apply that gradient. And now again, let's apply transform. And Illustrator memorized all those values, which is also great. And now we can select the two. So select the two, and again blend them using the shortcut Command Alt and B, or on Windows Control Alt and B, like so. Double click the blend tool and set this to specified steps, and then input the number of steps that you want. Like so. The duplicate is gone. We have the nice gradient that we can, of course, set up. You see, in this case, I've set it up differently. And the text is still editable. But if you have different words in each of the objects, that will, of course, go wrong as well. What you need to keep in mind now, we have 300 steps. They will be in the PDF that you send to the printer. So if you want to print this, then maybe you want to convert it to pixels. Have fun with the blends, because blends are just awesome. Just as an addition for all of you professionals, experts, and geeks. So you might come across several trick videos with text on YouTube, and in a lot of them, the extra step of making text into a compound shape before applying all that trickery is part of the process. So if you watch those videos, keep an eye out for the appearance panel, and if you see compound shape in them, that's the special trick that makes all these work.